Welcome to Soul, a weekly entertainment show on fashion, arts and culture, food, relationships, and mental health. Our weekly co-hosts are Dr. Delvena Thomas, Imani Warren, and Chef Irie. Now introducing our host, Miss Nicky Gelin.
Hey. Oh my gosh, y'all. I am so happy. Like, I have no complaints whatsoever. Happy Hump Wednesday to all of you all. So much gratitude for this week. I mean, Monday, Tuesday, and today have been so fulfilling and so blessed for me. And I really hope that you're having a really blessed half week so far. So welcome to MIA Magazine Presents. So, y'all, the last week and this weekend was so lit. We have so many recaps. It was Halloween weekend. So I hope y'all had a really good time and I hope you were safe. So tonight's show is brought to you by our sponsors. So the Florida Lottery and Duke and Dame Whiskey. And also the FAMU Medical Marijuana Education and Research Institute. Get credible information and engage in a safe space to learn and talk about cannabis. Educate, learn, and talk about cannabis in Florida. And also with Duke and Dame Whiskey being one of our sponsors, we are doing a giveaway. It's really simple. For your chance to win a Duke and Dame caramel whiskey bottle, just answer one simple question. Name a Black-owned restaurant within Monroe, Dade, Broward, and the Palm Beaches. That's it. Go to our Instagram page. It's the MIA Magazine. Also, it's MIA Media Group. Also on Facebook, we are MIA Magazine Group as well. So for your chance to win a bottle, just answer or just name one Black-owned restaurant within Monroe, Dade, Broward, and the Palm Beaches. Now, also, today is the last day to submit your Legacy Magazine's most influential and prominent Black women in business and industry. So, Leah, let's go ahead and show the visuals. So again, today is the last day. Visit miamediagroup.com/nominations to nominate your most influential woman and prominent Black woman in business and industry. Also, attention, all local artists. That's better. So MIA Magazine, we are bringing back the Art of Black Miami cover competition. For your chance to be featured on the cover of MIA Magazine and for your chance to win $5,000, submit your images no later than Monday, November 7th. Okay, again, the deadline to submit your images is Monday, November 7th. Also, the contest is open to all artists working and living in the greater Miami and Miami beaches. Y'all got that? All right. So visit again, miamediagroup.com/nominations for more details. All right, y'all. So now on to our featured guest tonight. So it is big. It is coming and I am ready and I want y'all to get ready as well. So tonight, our guest, we're going to be talking about the Uptown Avenue 7 Arts and Cultural Festival. It is going down on Saturday, November 12th. So we're going to be speaking to Ashlee Thomas and Bart Mervil. They're both the festival producers. So thank you so much for being our guest tonight. Once I hear like arts and culture, I'm already in. I'm in. Yes. And it's Miami, I'm in all the way. Okay, so how is your Hump Wednesday going?
We on that hump day move. We're like 10 days away from the festival. So everything is just about like head down, making sure everything is perfect for the community.
Bart, how's your hump day? I know you're
Same here.
Yeah, Bart, what about you? How's your day going?
Same here.
Same. Okay, get ready, paint. Huh?
In the paint.
Lots of preparation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so tell us about the beginning of Uptown Avenue 7 Arts and Cultural Festival. Like, when did it start and why did it start? Like, give us that background.
Yeah, so the festival's been running now for 5 years. It was a brainchild of Commissioner Jean Monestime and the Northwest 7th Avenue CRA. So if you all don't know what community redevelopment associations are, I want you to look it up and know that those are agencies that use taxpayers' dollars, your dollars, to make sure that they redevelop neighborhoods. So if you're a business owner or someone who lives in the community, you want to see different things happening in your area, and there's a CRA designated area, there's funding for that. So just look it up. So 7th Avenue has a CRA, and the idea was like, we have businesses in the area, we have businesses that we want to attract in the area, we have residents and artists. Can we bring them all together? Can we make sure that there's economy happening on Northwest 7th Avenue? And that is how the Arts and Culture Festival started, Uptown Avenue 7. So for the last 5 years, Muse, which is our production company, has been working very closely with Uptown Avenue 7, the Northwest 7th Avenue CRA, and Commissioner Jean Monestime to make sure 40 vendors have a space to sell their fairs. Artists have an opportunity to exhibit, and of course, local talent has a place to perform, and community can come out and join them. It happens every year now with our community partner, Arcola Lakes Library Plaza. So we're like Miami-Dade County, baby. So Arcola, my Lakes Library Plaza, right on the backside of that, at 81st. We partner up with Northside Police Station to bring out the Miami Explorers. They help us with safety. We have a brunch and things that happen with the community as well. So we're excited about it. It's in its 5th year. It has grown a lot, and that's what I say. Yeah.
So I know it's called like Uptown, like Avenue 7. Like, why is it called Uptown? What's the history behind that?
So if you look at, you go about like how people rename districts and places. So where Uptown is located is in unincorporated Dade. So on Northwest 7th Avenue, it didn't have an identity before now. So you just hear unincorporated Dade. And so when the board got together, so I think the board was formed in 2004, they decided, hey, Uptown, this is not downtown Miami Beach, north, east, or west, but we're going to be considered that uptown space. So you just keep going north. It's a cooler way to be like Northtown, Uptown of Miami-Dade or City of Miami and things like that. And it's on Avenue 7. So, I think it just rolls off the tongue.
Like that. Yeah, because like down here in Miami, when I say down here, it has so many different like names. We got like, there's Wynwood, Midtown, Buena Vista, and then there's so many, there's so many names. So it's always great to kind of like learn about the birth of that name and the reason behind it. So for me personally, I didn't know why it was called Uptown, like Avenue 7. So now you just educated me and also our viewers as well. So thank you so much. So what can we expect this year?
Bart, you want to tell her a little bit about what folks can expect?
Yeah, Bart, you be kind of quiet, Bart. Yeah,
there's so many words, and I know the people want to hear from you.
I know. Well, listen, man, we've got a plethora of a lineup for you guys and stuff. We've got some amazing artists, starting with our classics from. But let's take it back. First and foremost, it's being hosted by yours truly, Ashlee Thomas and James. You know what I'm saying? So need I say more? 2 of South Florida's favorite, right?
Well, we missed that James T now, okay? So we got
105. Come on, Bart.
James T, Ashlee Thomas. So you know what? The show's done. We're good.
Stop. No, the show is not done there, but it's a great way to start, because then we also have Michael Sterling, who is Miami, South Florida, all the way. Tell me again. It's the original Lovers and Friends. So we'll be on the stage. If you love Lovers and Friends, Michael Sterling will be with us. Raheem Devaughgn will be there with us. Sunshine Anderson did Hand It On before, so she'll be hitting some of her hits as well. We're going to have an emerging artist, T. Ray, who is a lover of South Florida. She's lived in South Florida. She's now back and forth between Atlanta. So we want home team to definitely come down and showcase. And then we have Zenglen, which is a very nice, beautiful compa group that's going to come and get us ready to wind our hips a little bit. And one of the highlights of the night is going to be Winston's World Karaoke. So anybody who knows Winston's World, and it's all of Miami-Dade County pretty much, knows how the karaoke goes when Winston gets on stage. And so Winston is hosting a 3-hour karaoke competition as a part of the festival with a $2,000 cash prize for a local community member. So if you love singing, whether you can sing or not, you got to put on a show, the audience is going to have an opportunity to vote on our best karaoke singer, so they can leave with the $2,000 prize, sponsored by Uptown Avenue 7 and also GMC VB's Art of Black Miami.
So do you have to have like vocals for that? Like,
I'm rehearsing. I got shower voice. I know I can't win, but I think it's more about the performance and the show than the singing. Right? So, like, you need to come and put on a show, and I'll let the audience choose. That'll be up to the audience.
Okay, so they may not have the vocals, but if they have like the dancers in the background, and they can like move
performance. Okay. Yeah.
They have like important. I want to add that we will have 3 judges for this competition. There will be 3 judges. However, please do not leave it up to the judges. Bring your neighborhood, bring your grandma, because whoever it is that's going to cheer the most for you may determine. So
that part.
Bring your neighborhood.
And I just want to add one more part to it, because we're talking about all the fun stuff that community can come out to and enjoy for free. We want to remind people that this is also about circulating the dollar in our community. So we have about 40 vendors that are going to be out there selling their goods and their fares, from clothes to food, delicious food, to skin, jewelry, all the things that you find essential. The holidays are on the way. What better way to get ready for the holiday than to buy from a local vendor? Y'all come out and bring your dollars with you, and make sure you come and spend with our vendors. They've been curated, they've been selected, kind of handpicked, and make sure you got some really high quality product out there.
Yeah, y'all support small businesses. And I'm assuming they're going to be minority owned businesses as well. That's my assumption.
We got all of us in there, Black, brown, and otherwise. But a lot, because of the area that you're in, it is definitely servicing that demographic for sure. But everybody's there, everybody's there, and welcome on Uptown.
Y'all heard. Show up and support your local and minority owned businesses. All right. They need your support. So how is this festival different than previous years?
Well, I think one is the lineup. In the past and stuff, we probably only had, like, let's say, one actual, say, main headliner, but this year we've got several offers to bring you guys and stuff. So we got a great show, but somehow I feel like the karaoke, which is different for us as well, it's going to steal the show.
Well, we just want, and in that part, what he said, like, what's different is like more community members who love to be on stage. So the festival producers and the partners, we get together and select and curate a show. Well, the audience is going to have a chance to also curate the show and be a part of it as well. And so that hardly ever happens at a festival like this. And you're definitely in for it. We're also going to have a mural exhibition this year. So you're going to see some really larger than life murals this show. And we're really, really excited about what the artists have turned out. You all are going to be very, very excited to see what the future of Uptown, how the artists are seeing it, the future of Uptown, and what we create in our communities. So I'm going to add this, Nicky, because I know you're going to show what to expect.
We're showing a video after this. Yeah, we have a trailer. Yes.
I was going to add, so like a lot of times we see communities develop and we don't see ourselves represented. And I want to say, like, Northwest 7th Avenue is one of those community redevelopment agencies that are, the board is community based. It is working with small and local businesses to help make sure that when this community is developing and is changing and transforming, that the people who are already there are a part of the plan. And that doesn't really happen so often. And so I just want to make sure that we actually show up and come out, because other people show up and come and get this money. Y'all need to come out and get this money. Y'all need to come out and circulate those dollars. So I just want to put those things out there.
Yes, put it out there. And I'm all about supporting like small owned minority businesses. There's so much like blood and sweat and passion behind what they do. So there's like such a big difference in supporting those local businesses. So thank you for that. So we have a trailer. We have a little trailer we want to drop and show y'all. Let's go ahead and show
This is
them.
James T from WHQT Hot 105. Join me at Hot 105 for a free concert and festival on Saturday, November 12th from 12 p.m. until 7 p.m. at Arcola Lakes Library. Live performances by Raheem Devaughgn, Sunshine Anderson, Michael Sterling, and more. We'll also have a $2,000 karaoke competition with Winston's World, Kids Zone, job fair, food trucks, and vendors. Visit uptownavenue7.com for more details.
All right, I am like pumped. Okay. So how do we have to RSVP? Like, how do we sign up and get details?
Definitely. UptownAvenue7.com. You can see the title in there. You can go to Instagram, like us on Instagram, see the entire lineup. You can get a preview of the vendors there as well. But go to UptownAvenue7.com to RSVP. Your names. It is a free festival, so you can just show up as well. But if you RSVP, the exclusive things like brunch with the police and different gift bags and prize giveaways are going to be given to our followers and our subscribers.
We do have some amazing
Tell us
gifts.
about the brunch with the police. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, so the Northside Police Station, who's one of our community partners, will be out there under the CRA Lounge each year. They host a brunch so that community members can meet with their local police officers, can break bread, get to know each other a little bit more. It's going to be hosted by Alexis Frazier of Channel 10. So you can also meet your local journalist as well, your news anchors. Yeah, so I'm just saying we got everybody out there, y'all. So if you want to have brunch, and the brunch is free if your name is selected from that subscriber list. So make sure you RSVP so that you can be selected.
And it starts at, so what's the time frame? At 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. I think is what it is.
That's right. The festival goes 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's at Arcola Lakes Library Plaza. That's on 82nd and Northwest 7th Avenue on Uptown Avenue 7.
Perfect. Bart, anything else you want to add to that before we go into our MIA
Well, I just want to make sure that folks know it's not at the Arcola Lakes Park. It's not at the park, folks. It's at the library.
You can't miss us, though. You don't go to the park.
It happens. So I'm saying, don't go to the park. It's at the library. And we do have free shuttle parking, right? Which will happen at the New Jerusalem Church, which is only but a few blocks away. We will shuttle you from the church to the library, free of charge. Just y'all come on out and enjoy. Free again.
Yes, it's free, y'all. Just come out and enjoy and patronize like our small businesses, our minority-owned businesses. That's it. And come have a good time. Bring the kids. There's a kids zone as well. There's food trucks as well. All of that. Yes.
All of it.
Yep.
So now it's time for our MIA. So talk. Okay. So anybody can go first. So what song or album is currently on your playlist?
Ooh, God Did. Specifically the whole verse from DJ Khaled's new one. They tell me to stop. I don't know the words, y'all. Hey, I did it. But Hope did, so I just get so, when you listen to his verse, if you follow Jay-Z and you're a fan, like I can never memorize his lyric is so amazing. But when you just listen to it, you're like, man, this man is just dropping nuggets on nuggets on nuggets, like trying to teach us all the game. So that's like on repeat right now on my streaming service called Tidal.
Oh, you got Tidal, or you good?
Come on now.
Okay, that's all good. I'm messing with you.
I be supporting minority-owned businesses,
Bart, what about you?
Eric B. and Rakim, Follow the Leader.
Oh, wait, what? Okay, what's the artist name again?
Eric B. and Rakim.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
That's all the way. Follow the leader.
I know. Okay. Yes. Okay, that's fine. Can I say that's like kind of like vintage? Is that vintage?
Absolutely.
Okay, got you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Are you vintage?
Absolutely.
Oh, vintage. I'm sorry. Is it vintage or vintage? Okay, I don't know.
Yes.
So sweet or green plantains? I was gonna say banana peze, but I don't know if y'all know what that is. But y'all like the fried sweet plantains or the green fried plantains?
We'll see.
Green for me.
Green. I'm gonna call them tostones. Yeah, tostones, which is the same thing as the green planted, but that's how I call them, and that's what I like.
In the Haitian community, they're called like banana peze, same as tostones. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I said it wrong. I always say it wrong. Okay, so live sports match or concert?
Ooh, live sports match. Tennis.
Oh, tennis. Okay.
I'm gonna go festival. It just have to be a concert. I'm like Burning Man, kind of like festival, that kind of thing. I like the kind of earthy vibes, it's kind of like chilled out. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. So, okay. What would you tell your younger selves and how old would you be? And Bart, you can go first.
Oh, man. Ooh. Patience. 10.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, we just hit a therapy session here. So I'm like, whoa, to my younger self. I'd be like,
reflect. We're all reflecting,
I mean, you got everything you need, sister. And that would be at 15. You got everything you need to do everything you want to do.
Yeah, it's so kind of like I don't want to say it's crazy, but as we get older, we tend to reflect back on our younger lives, and it's like, man, if I were to do this or think this way back then it would have been maybe different. But we needed that experience back then to make us who we are right now. So like,
there's a parable, right? So it goes like, when you're young, you have youth and you have energy, and when you get older, you have wisdom, but you don't have the same youth and power. So it's like it's always going to be just one or the other. But if you're lucky in that sweet spot, you know how to use both together.
Yeah, and then we can take that wisdom and teach others.
Mm-hmm.
It's a gift that we acquired along the journey called life.
Ooh.
So, wow. Well, thank you so much. I'm gonna be there. It's my first Uptown Avenue 7 festival. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm so excited. So thank you so much. Very honored for you to be a part of our show tonight, and super excited. Thank you so much for bringing awareness to Uptown Avenue 7. And yeah, it's about patronizing our local and minority-owned businesses. So thank you so much. And we'll see you on November 12th, Saturday.
November 12th. Y'all, 10 days. We'll see you.
10 days.
Thank you, Nicky. All right.
Have a good one, Nicky.
It's going to be busy for y'all.
Let's go. Let's go work.
Thank you. And y'all, so now, again, this weekend was super crazy. And so MIA Media Group and MIA Magazine, we were on the premises for the Zenglen and Devauhgn law firm 3rd annual Halloween party. And here is a quick sizzle on how everything went down. We are here at the biggest Halloween Zenglen and Devauhgn law firm party.
Here to have a good time, to work hard and play hard mentality here at this firm. So.
Somebody help!
Oh, I'm here as King Midas. Would I be anything else?
Part of this community, I live in this community, all my friends are in this community, we're part of this community, we are.
It's awesome just seeing him grow in the last 3 years, just putting in work.
I did a record deal.
so lit. Okay, so it was so lit, y'all. 2023, it's almost here. But if you have not been to one of their Halloween parties, you got to try and attend next year. Okay. Now, on to my first co host. She is our board certified psychiatrist and also the founder and creator of the Brain Love podcast. So, Dr. Ama, also known as Dr. Delvena, happy Hump Wednesday. I'm so happy to see you. You're on mute.
Oops. And I'm trying to adjust my camera so my mail is not in the shot. Hold on. Let me get this mail out the way.
Okay.
And leave the brain.
That's funny.
So, anyhow, hey, Nicky.
Hey.
I'm looking like a crazy psychiatrist.
Well, actually, you look pretty good. Your hair is done. You got your little red cute little top. You look fine to me.
Are you ready to take the couch?
Ready.
Awesome. So, man, that looked like a very, very good Halloween party. I was supposed to go and I didn't have an outfit. I didn't get a Halloween costume. It looks like
you could have worn your Ankara outfit. You could have been like the African queen.
You know, I'm not as creative as you, so I didn't even think about that. I was like, man, I didn't order an outfit. The only thing I have from years previous was a teddy bear suit or whatever, and I would have been hot as hell in that. So
okay,
can't do that. So yeah, that was like it was fun. So you know, I'm a foodie. Did you guys have food at was there food at the Halloween party?
There's food. There was all kinds of food there. There was hot food, finger foods. Everything was there. Like nice. Everything you could think of was there.
Nice. Awesome. Well, so, you know, tonight I'm going to get into some more serious mental health. I want to talk very briefly about bipolar disorder versus ADD. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because I am tired of people on social media, people as in companies, pushing the agenda that every adult has ADD. Are you distractible? Call us. We can get you a free assessment for Adderall and for your ADD. Are you? Do you find it hard maintaining focus? You might have ADD. Are you?
Hey, Dr. Ama?
Yes.
Okay, so really quickly, your audio sounds bubbly, like you're underwater. Are you able to join by your phone?
Yeah, sure. Let me do that.
Okay. Yeah, sounds like bubbly. Okay. All right, y'all. So, okay, we're going to wait for her to come back in. In the meantime, again, please go ahead and support the Uptown Avenue 7 Arts and Cultural Festival. It takes place on November 7th on a Saturday. I'll be there. It'll be my first time attending. I'm just super excited to be a part of any arts and cultural festival, and just what they're doing for the community. Like it's just applaudable. And I love supporting small businesses. I'm really big on like accessories and clothes and stuff like that. Even like candles and incense and all that stuff. I'm really big on that. So if you can just show up and support, that'll be so great. If you live in Broward County, if you live in Dade County, even West Palm Beach, come on down and support. It's going to be a great day. It's on the 12th. And the thing is, they're going to have the brunch with the police officers. Like, who does that? Which community does that? Really? So it's going to be such a intimate and personable experience. Oh, here she is. She's back.
Yeah.
Oh, this is much better. Yes.
Sorry, I restarted my computer. I'm not sure what happened. But anyhow, I was talking about ADD and this whole agenda on social media, pushing the Adderall and the stimulants to treat lack of focus, distractibility. And I just want to warn people, because I had someone call me and say, hey, I think I have ADD. I might need some medication. So I started asking her a lot of questions. And the lesson that I'm teaching in this moment with you, Nicky, is this. There are other disorders, excuse me, that can cause distractibility, that can cause poor focus. It's not just ADD. Distractibility and poor focus and inattentiveness can also occur with depression, different depressive disorders, as well as in bipolar. And I've seen it a lot recently where people are doing these telehealth assessments with certain companies. I won't name names. And the first thing that they recommend to them is that they start a stimulant like Adderall. There's an Adderall shortage right now because of this. And so patients who are distractible, but also have other symptoms that are occurring at the same time, this may suggest that they have something called bipolar, which we also call manic depressive, or we say that someone is manic or hypomanic. There are a couple of celebrities who have come forward and said that they have bipolar. Mariah Carey is one. Mel Gibson is another. And of course, I'm sure everyone has seen the stuff on social media about Kanye West. I won't get into the many layers of Kanye West because Kanye, as genius as he is also a sick individual. The same things that enabled him to succeed and become a billionaire, but then lose it, those are the same things, those factors that led to his success are the same factors that are leading to his downfall. And what do I mean by that? In bipolar, we see things like racing thoughts. They're always thinking. They're thinking of the next thing. They're thinking of the next big project, the next thing that can make some money. They also talk fast at times. So this young lady who called me about having ADD that I was just talking about, I've spoken to her a couple of other times, and she'll call me and she's just rambling, just talking really fast. Like all the thoughts in her mind are just running and she can't slow them down. They're also distractible, like I mentioned in the very beginning. They also have what's called an inflated sense of self or inflated self-esteem. They believe they can do anything. They believe they can conquer anything. If you've seen Netflix, the Ye documentary, Kanye would walk into the studios and say, "Hey, I got the next best album here. Play it. I'm your next artist. I'm your next hip hop star. I'm not just a producer. I'm a hip hop artist too." So he believed the things that he said about himself, and he didn't sleep. He was always working. That's another feature you see in bipolar is the inability to sleep because their mind is always racing. They jump from thing to thing to thing to thing. And oftentimes they start different projects and can't get them done. They can't tie up those loose ends, which you can also see in ADD. So there are certain things, there are certain lines that are blurred between ADD and bipolar. But the biggest difference between the two is that bipolar is a mood disorder. So people are either very happy, they're irritable or angry for no reason, and or they have episodes of depression, moments of sadness. So 2 weeks of more of being sad, feeling low, feeling lonely, feeling like none of this is worth it. I can't do this anyway, feeling helpless, feeling hopeless, helpless. So these are the things you see in bipolar that you won't see in ADD. So my caution to the folks watching, if you're distractible, if you can't maintain focus, don't automatically think it's ADD. It could be depression, it could be bipolar, it could also be anxiety disorder. So be sure to get a comprehensive psychiatric assessment so that folks can tease out your timeline and take their time putting together your symptoms, your history, your timeline before recommending medication to you because it may not be ADD.
Right. That's so crazy.
Yeah, I'm supposed to something so fun and Halloween to something so serious. But gotta acknowledge it.
Well, how do you tell the difference? Like, are the I guess the solutions or the medications different as far as bipolar having ADD? Are they different?
Are absolutely different. So that's why it's important to have a mental health professional who understands. There are a lot of mental health professionals who cannot diagnose bipolar because bipolar, there are so many different types. Just as there are for depressive illnesses, there are different types of depression. Everything is not major depression. So you have to have someone who's competent, who's savvy. You always want someone savvy and someone competent. You can't get a basic person who is just, and you can tell the difference when you go to a doctor who's there because they care and they want to help you do better and succeed versus someone who's just there to collect your payment.
Yeah, that part.
For the two. And that's why one must be careful too, because giving someone for ADD, you give folks a stimulant like Adderall. If someone who actually has bipolar takes Adderall, that could actually make them manic or hypomanic. So the underlying point here, the point or the bluff, as we call it in the military, is this. Do not assume because you're distractible or can't focus that you have ADD, especially if you didn't have issues as a child in the classroom. If you was in the classroom, you were a straight A student, you did really well, you didn't have issues, it was never questioned whether or not you had a learning disability or ADD, more than likely you do not have ADD as an adult. So that's the bluff, the bottom line up front. Just because you're distractible or can't maintain focus does not mean that you have ADD.
Okay, so basically ADD can stem from your younger years, basically. And as far as being bipolar or being depressed will be in your, I guess, your adult years. Is that safe to say?
No. So allow me. Right. So there are adults who can have adult ADD, but it's very unlikely that someone who is an adult who has ADD did not have issues as a child. But you can never say never or always. So there are possibilities, there's gray. So what I'm saying is, if you're someone who did not have issues in the classroom, you didn't have issues focusing as a kid, more than likely you do not have ADD. You should explore with a health professional if there's something else that's causing you to have this poor focus, inability to be attentive. Sorry about that. That's making you distractible. And the other part about bipolar is not just a disease that occurs in adulthood. It can occur also in children and teenagers. So there are some kids who have been diagnosed with bipolar. There was a 9-year-old who was diagnosed. There's several kids, not just one or two, but kids can also develop bipolar.
Wow. Okay.
So there is, see a mental health professional, see a competent mental health professional. If you're pondering if you have bipolar because it runs in your family, or someone in your family had major depression, or someone in your family killed themselves, this may not be a simple ADD situation because you're distractible. Go see a psychiatrist so they can help you tease that out.
Y'all, if you're local, please go see Dr. Ama. Okay, if you're locally based down here and you need some kind of consultation, please make sure you reach out to Dr. Ama, also Dr. Delvena. Well, thank you so much. I learned a lot tonight. This is definitely your field. No, it's fine. It's just, it's there's if you're bipolar, if you're depressed, and then there's ADD, there's so much to kind of assess.
Yeah,
with what someone truly has. It's very heavy.
It is. Take advantage because you rarely see videos about schizophrenia and bipolar on TikTok and Instagram, but you'll see tons of videos about ADD and Adderall because they're dry stimulants.
Yeah, it's a whole nother conversation. So, Dr. Alma, thank you so much. Anything on for Brain Love coming up that we should be aware of?
So much. I'll tell you about it next week.
Okay, awesome. So we'll see you next week and enjoy your Wednesday night. Brain Love! And y'all, on to our next co-host. She is our arts and connoisseur expert. She knows everything that is happening right here within South Florida and also abroad as well. So Imani Latifa, what are we talking about tonight?
And blessings, my MIA fam. Come and take a walk with me to where? To New Orleans. That's right, down in New Orleans. I had the opportunity to link up with some schoolmates of mine. Shout out to Savannah State, HBCU Pride, where we visited the art museum, the local MOCA, and visited the African collection. Of course, we got our beautiful movie that's about to come out. Shout out to those at Marvel. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The new Marvel celebration for Wakanda. Anyway, we have the permanent collection of crosses, Ethiopian Coptic crosses, and things that you would see from the Yoruba nations and parts of Nigeria. So these were some of the items that was on display. Also had an opportunity to go to the Food and Beverage Museum in New Orleans. Some of this stuff was far out. Pictures of, historical people of African descent growing rice, growing different things that you see. So they had all these southern states that you would see. So, for example, Louisiana might have been on display of different items, drinks, spices, and food that they had there. They might have had Mississippi. They might have had Texas, Georgia, Florida, all the southern states that you see that collect and have different food on display. You also see how they had different herbs and stuff on display from anise and other things that we might have used or our grandparents and some of our Caribbean folks still use as medicinals, how you would make different herbs and different tinctures and things like that. I mean, all of these different things that people made in the South. Food history, and I'm sure, Chef, you will appreciate this, how dope and amazing that this is. Now, because I've spent so much time in New Orleans with music and the culture and Second Line, I do not do New Orleans as a tourist. I do it as a local. And right here, this is Frenchman Street. This is the other side of the quarter where all the local people go. It's a bunch of stores, a restaurant. This is us at night walking through the blue lights. People are out everywhere, not realizing that I am filming them. But, definitely out and about, walking about. Sometimes the weather fluctuates at night. It gets a little bit chilly in October, but it's Halloween time. So happy Halloween. And, okay, those people were kissing, but that's all right. Catching everything out here. The last part is to show some absolutely dope musicians. Take a listen and happy Halloween.
Okay, Imani. Well, I'm glad you had a great time, and we'll see you next Wednesday. And like what I said earlier today, this past weekend was definitely a really fun, packed-filled weekend. MIA Magazine, we were actually at the Demesman and Dover Law Firm Halloween party, and we were able to interview the co-partners of the law firm. So we were able to speak to Victor Demesman directly and also Jeremy Dover. So let's go ahead and drop the interviews.
MIA sold. MIA sold.
We are here at the biggest, baddest Halloween party at Demesman and Dover Law Firm in Fort Lauderdale. And I'm here with the king himself, Victor Demesman. So first of all, who are you supposed to be tonight?
So I'm supposed to be the mask, Jim Carrey from The Mask.
Where's the mask at?
Right here. But I'm getting a little sweaty, and people want to see me. They don't recognize me, so I had to take it off. Okay. And plus, I want the people that's watching to see my face so they know who I am, just in case they see me.
This is what annual party that you're throwing together tonight?
So this is our third annual Halloween party. We do it every year. We call it Nightmare on 17th Street. Our office is located on 17th Street, right before the bridge. So we do it every single year. Every year it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. This year we got about I don't know if you can tell, we got about 300 people here tonight. I don't know if you did a little tour so they could see, but it's packed.
All I can say is I walked in and I was jump scared twice.
Good. I mean, we have this haunted house that people that have come in the past, they know. So if you guys are coming next year, if you end up coming, just be prepared. There's a haunted house, and in that haunted house, you will get people that scare you. But it's all fun and games, man. We all love it, man. We're just here to have a good time. It's work hard, play hard mentality here at this firm. So
okay, you work hard, play hard. So the thing is, the perception within your industry is that it's always serious. It's so conservative. It's so serious. So what made you and Jeremy want to change that perception?
Well, I mean, we're like that new wave, right? I mean, we're young. We think outside the box. we're innovators, pioneers. We just try to change it up a little bit. If you look at most of the law firms, most of them are doing the same thing. Most of them are advertising the same way. And we've kind of made a splash in the last 2 years. But mostly, I think the biggest thing for us is we're just very involved in the community. We like to give back. We like to do events. We've done events with quite a few organizations, as you know. But that's probably the most important thing. That's the most dear to my heart is when we give back to the community and when we do food drives, when we do this United We Ride thing every year where we do a bike ride. It's actually next week, November 6th. Next week, we do a bike ride here at the firm, and we ride about 50 miles. Last year we had over 100 riders. Wow. This year we're looking at around 200 riders, and we raised about $10,000 for a nonprofit in Haiti. That all the money went for education, books, supplies, so things like that. That's what really kind of motivates us, and it's cool because a lot of people are starting to emulate it. A lot of firms are starting to follow. Well, so imitation is flattering. So we love it. There's enough for everybody to go around, so there's no issues with us. But yeah, like you said, we are changing the game, and we're just making it a little different.
Where does that stem from? Where does that passion come from?
I mean, for me, like, family's everything. I grew up, it takes a village, right, to raise a child or to raise a person. So I know there are a lot of people that may not have the same opportunities that I had or the same upbringing or the same guidance. So if I'm able to shed some light or if I'm able to help a child who maybe didn't have that guidance or that spark to do something, if I can make that difference in their life, that's what's really important for us here at this firm. Because it's not just me. It's the whole firm, from my partner, Jeremy.
It's a village.
Yep. And a lot of people, when they come in here, they feel the energy, they feel the vibe, they see what we're on, and everybody wants to be a part of it. And it's great, because when more people are a part of it, the more people we can help out. Yeah. So that's the coolest thing for me.
Thank you so much. It's so admirable because we don't see a lot of firms doing this, but you are.
Yes.
So you are setting the tone, breaking barriers. Yeah. Also, a man of color owned law firm. On a count of 3, can we say MIA? Soul, like soul food?
I don't have the voice you got, but I'll do a little background.
So your own little style to it, your own little style to it. Ready? So, 1, 2, 3.
But before we finish it off, I got one of my buddies here. I actually want to bring him on. He's an attorney. Come on.
Yes.
Take your mask off so they can see.
Yes.
So it's important. So Josiah here, he's one of my best friends. We grew up together. He has his own firm. He's doing his own thing down here in South Florida. So for me, like I said, there's enough for everybody to go around. So I like to shed light on positive, young, black people, that are doing big things in the community. He's one of them. Even though he's not under the firm, he's part of the firm. We work together. We do a lot of business together. So it's important to shed light to somebody like him who gives back to the community.
All right, Josiah, so let's talk about your firm. Come on.
Man, wait, first we got to take the mask off so people can see. I got to do regular. Oh, you got to do okay.
So I'll do it later. We'll do it another round. But so I do catastrophic injury. I focus on premises liability, negligent security, so a lot of shootings. I just settled a case for $2.9 million 3 weeks ago for someone who was shot. I also settled a car crash case recently for $2 million where a guy lost his leg. I had a case I settled this year for $1.1 million for a guy who was shot at a strip club. So it goes on and on and on. And these are the type of cases I work on. I have about 50 car crash cases with Victor that we work together on. So it's a symbiotic relationship. This is my best friend since 2007. Here we are in 2022, still working together and both flourishing. There's enough out there for everyone to eat, and 2 black men killing it in the industry.
I love it. Yes. Oh my gosh, yes.
So now we got to get him to do the MIA.
We'll do it again. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Hey, Lynn. Okay.
We're gonna take a picture now. MIA. Hey, y'all. It is Nicky Says You Only Live Once, but tonight I am Justice with Poetic Justice, Janet Jackson. Yes.
But people have already confused me for Justin tonight. We don't want to go there.
Justin Timberlake. Okay.
But we know what happened there.
No comment on that part. Okay. So we're here with Jeremy Dover, and we're at the biggest, baddest Halloween bash with the Mesman and Dover. Jeremy, what inspired your outfit tonight? Do you like Justin or what's going on?
I am actually Ken, and I'm here with my girlfriend dressed as Barbie, but everyone thinks it's the new Ken and Barbie coming out this year.
I like to be part of pop media and pop culture as it comes out. It's brand new, it's coming to the style, and we're bringing everything back from the 90s back up.
I can see that happening. Can we bring her over here really quick? Barbie. Okay, so this is the Ken and Barbie 2022, and I love the fact they're wearing blue, not pink.
She got the blue necklace.
She got the blue necklace, Barbie, as well.
So we tried.
This is our third annual. Every year we try to do more. We try to bring more to everybody and have a little more fun with it. So it's going to get bigger. It's going to get more fun each time. And we just want everyone to have a good time, come out, enjoy themselves. Halloween's a time to celebrate with everybody and have a good time. And it can't always be work, but we got to have a little fun with it too.
So what does it mean to you to give back to the community?
We have based this entire firm on giving back to the community because there have been law firms before us, there have been lawyers before us, and we believe we've been given this platform and we have the ability to give back. We all grew up in different areas, we all grew up in different ways, and now that I'm here and I have this ability, I want to act on it and we want to give back, and that's always been something between me and Victor since day one. We want to be more than a law firm. We don't want to just be the guys on TV that say, give me business, I'm here, I want your money, I want great. No, I'm here to give back. I want to be part of this community. I live in this community. All my friends are in this community. We're part of this community. We are the community.
You know what? I see it and the community sees it as well. So thank you so much. It's really admirable and it's really humbling that you see that, yeah, there's money behind it. There's helping, your clients with what they're going through, but you also want to give back and help those in need as well.
And it's always been that people don't realize. I don't care if you're Elon Musk, you're Jeff Bezos. You didn't get there alone. It takes a village, it takes a team, it takes people behind you. And being able, all these people behind you, all of our team loves to be part of this community and loves to be out there. And people can see it every day, the way that they are, their vibrance, their energy. And we love giving back and doing that.
Thank you so much. It feels so personable, it feels really family, and it's so humbling. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
On the count of 3,
okay,
can we say MIA soul?
Here.
Your own style, your own twang. Like soul food.
Okay.
So you want to be MIA soul. Yes, your own style. Yes, yes.
Let her do that because she's a singer in here.
Okay, we'll have you do it. Ready? So 1, 2, 3. Y'all, it's so funny. Whenever I do these interviews and when it comes down to the MIA, so they get a little stuck, but then at the end they come through. So just a little quick reminder. So don't forget that today is the last day to submit for Legacy Magazine's most influential and prominent Black women in business and industry. And also we're calling all artists to submit their artwork for the Art of Black Miami cover competition. All right, so visit miamediagroup.com/nominations for more details. And also don't forget to name a Black-owned restaurant within Monroe, Dade, and Broward and the Palm Beaches for your chance to win your Duke and Dame whiskey bottle. So thank you so much, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Bye-bye.